Hello everyone, welcome to part 9 of Laravel 11 series in which we are creating the e-commerce website with Laravel and MongoDB. And in this video, we are going to validate admin login form, and for that we are going to add the Laravel validator class. We are going to use the Laravel validator class, and in the last video we have seen that we able to do this admin panel login and logout functionality. Here you can see that we able to log in as well as we able to log out as well, and everything we are saving in MongoDB. We are using the MongoDB as the backend of our e-commerce project. Here you can see that we have the project 11 database in which we have these collections, that is the NoSQL database in which we are managing everything in JSON data. Okay, so here you can see that we are managing this admins table that we have created earlier, admin collection that we have created earlier with the help of migration, and added data in it with the help of Cedar. Added the credential, admin credential we have added with the help of Cedar. Okay, so that we are using to log in and log out. So here in this form we are going to validate this form in jQuery as well, in Laravel as well, so that see we can add the client side validation as well as the server side. See, client side is this one that we have done in the HTML5. Okay, so this one is the server side. So there are two things. One is the client side, and for client side we can directly add the validation. Like I will open the login.blade file, and here I will add the required, that is the part of the HTML5. Okay, here I can add the required, but first of all I'm going to add a few checks. I'm going to add here the Laravel validation as well, and that we are going to use with the validator class. We're going to use the validator class of Laravel. So I will straight away go in the admin controller, and here you can see the login function. So here I'm going to include the validator class that we are going to use here to validate the form data. Okay, so here after getting the data, here I'm going to validate this data, and the same is given in Laravel 11 website. Like if you will open the Laravel 11 validation, then you can able to see that you can able to open this website Laravel 11 validations, that URL. Okay, so here you can see the complete information is given that you can able to integrate. Okay, so see, if you have time you can study it as well, but I am giving you complete details in this 10 minutes of video. Just in 10 minutes you are going to get the complete information, so that you can integrate this validation in any of your Laravel form. Okay, so first thing is that we are going to write the validation logic. Okay, so this is the logic that we are required to add. We are required to add the columns for which we want the validation. Like if we want that title field is required, then we will add the required validation. Okay, and if we want like body field is required, then required validation we will add. And also, like if the title must be unique in post table, then we will add it like this. And the title must be of maximum 255 characters. So see, validator class gives all kind of most of the validations we able to get with the validator class. Okay, so that we are going to cover. Now basics we are going to cover right now, and later on we will do these advanced validations as well. Okay, so here I'm going to add the validation now. I'm going to add the rules. Here I'm going to add rules here, and here square bracket, and here I'm going to add first one is for the email is required. First thing is that email, the user must fill the email. Okay, and this pipeline single, this one we are going to separate with the different validations. Okay, and the next one, the email must be email type email. So that is here we will write here email, and the email must be maximum of 255 characters. So here I'm going to add here the 255. Okay, so after that, validation for password, and that we are going to add here the password, and its validation is we want here the required. Okay, so that one we are going to write it like this. Okay, so these are the rules that we are going to write. And after that, the custom message, like we are going to add our custom message here. but the Laravel Validator class provide their own messages as well. Okay, so if we don't want any custom message, then we can leave it empty. Okay, then we are not required to add any validation. Then see, just we can simply validate, like validate here, and here first one is the request, in which the complete form data will come, all the fields data will come here, all the okay. And the next one is the rules that we have just added. Okay, and the third one is the custom messages. Okay, that we have left blank for now. Okay, or we can simply add it like array empty array. Okay, we will not add anything in this. Okay, like this. Okay, so now see, if validator fails, then we will go back to the login blade file, and here we are going to display the error messages. And for displaying the error messages, and here we are going to click the display the validation error messages, and this is the loop, this is the condition in which we are going to get all the error messages. So I will simply add it here in our login form, above our login form. Okay, so now we are going to try, if I will left something empty, if I will left these fields empty, will not fill anything in these fields, and will click on sign in, then you can see, okay, so here see what I'm going to do here. I'm going to add here request. Here I'm going to add request, and here validate rules. Okay, so now I'm going to check that if it will work fine, and I'm going to refresh once, and we'll remove the email and a password, and we'll click on sign in, and now it is working fine. Now you can see the email field is required, the password field is required, and it is coming from the validator class. And if you will check the link here, they have also, I think, writing the validation logic, they are also doing in the same way, like dollar request validate, and we have also used the same way, dollar request validate. Okay, so the custom messages also we will try with the custom messages. uh, let's see that if they have given the way to add the custom messages. Okay, so let's add the custom messages. Let's see that if the custom messages will work or not. Okay, so here I will add the custom messages array as well, custom messages, in which I'm going to add the array like this, and here I'm going to add the custom message, like I'm going to add custom messages here for validation. Okay, and here I'm going to add like if email is empty, then I'm going to add here the email dot required, email dot required we are picking from here. Okay, email dot required, here it will come like email is required. We can add our own message. Okay, see, if we don't want that default message, we can add our own message. Okay, so here we will write it like this. Okay, and here comma will come, and just for one message first of all, we are going to try with this single message. I'm not sure that it will work fine or not in Laravel 11, because there is something different, I think, in Laravel 10. Okay, so now I'm going to try. Let's see. I'm going to remove here the email, and we'll click on sign in, and here it is coming, email is required. So the custom messages are working fine. Okay, I can even make it like valid email is required, just for the testing, that whatever message I want, I can able to update it. Okay, so I will click on sign in once again, and here you can see the valid email is required, so it's working fine. So custom messages are also working fine. Okay, so after this I will add the message for email dot email. Now it will come the valid email is required. If in case the email is not valid, then we will show the message to the user, to the admin, that valid email is required. And after that we will add the that custom message for the password field as well, and that is the required, that password is required. Okay, so here we will add password is required. Okay, the admin is required to fill the password here. Okay, so another custom message. So these are the custom messages, and if we are going to left it empty both, then we click on sign in, then email is required, password is required is coming. And if in case the admin, just type the admin and we click on sign. So here HTML5 validation is already there, so I'm going to remove the HTML5 validation just for the testing. Okay, and here in admin login form I'm going to make it type test. Okay, just for the verification that the server side validation, server side Laravel validation is working fine or not. See, I am just putting here admin and we'll click on sign in, and here it is coming valid email is required. So it is working fine. It is picking from here that valid email is required. So these kind of validations are working fine that the Laravel provides us. Okay, so here you can see, so it is working fine. Now we can put back the HTML5 validation. We can add here the required as well. We can make it the type email and type password for the password field, and here required as well. So now the admin is required to fill both the fields, otherwise he can't click on sign in. Here you can see, so both HTML5 as well as the server side Laravel validation is working fine now. Okay, so you can put this validation in any of your Laravel form and surely add it in admin login form as well. So in the next video we are going to work on this remember me functionality, okay, in the admin login form. Then we will move further inside the admin panel and we'll work on the admin features like update password, update admin details, all these kind of things, and we can able to update in this admins database in MongoDB. Okay, so that's all for now. Have a nice time. Goodbye.